Hello and welcome back. We are in the midst of a special mini-series titled How to Gain an Edge. 5 strategies that will help you stand out from the crowd and radically accelerate your success. This is our 3rd installment of this important series. If you missed an episode of 1 or 2, be sure to watch it today. Each episode expires in 72 hours, so you'll want to grab them while you still can, and I'll make sure that there are links provided below. Okay, the 3rd strategy to gain an edge is to master your cash. You see, growth requires cash, and lots of it, and usually with a chasm between the amount you got to put out and the time before it comes back in. You want to do 3 things here, and you might want to write these down. Number 1, have way more cash on hand than you think you will need. The best time to borrow money is when you don't need it. Always take on more capital. Open additional lines of credit, more than you think you will ever need, particularly when you don't need it. It's kind of like a squirrel stockpiling nuts during the summer. By the time winter comes, it's too late. The calculus to use is just like building a house or remodeling one if you've ever done that. Take the amount of time that you think it will take, right? In this case, for you to get to profitability, and the capital you think it will take to get there, and multiply both those by pi. Yeah, 3.14. That will get you much closer to the actual number and the actual time. Number 2, construct a business model that fuels growth on sales without requiring any additional outside capital. There are several strategies to deploy here. You can do incentives for advance payments. You can use tighter and more efficient billing practices. You can design shorter sales and delivery cycles. And the big cash-rich infusion one here is the use of gift or reward cards. In my business masterclass, I walk you through the strategy the chairman of Costco taught the chairman of Starbucks, Howard Schultz. And this was an idea right when he needed it. You see, back in 2008, Schultz was ushered back into the company after he had already been retired. They had overexpanded, the stock had dropped 42%, and McDonald's was on the attack, and the company was on the brink financially. Schultz was being pressured aggressively to cut the healthcare package that he provided to all his employees, full-time and part-time. Instead, Schultz acted on the advice the Costco chairman had given him and created what is now known as the Starbucks Customer Reward Program. By July of 2008, customers loaded up more than $150 million on those customer loyalty cards. That cash infusion was a significant factor in saving the company. Now get this, last year customers carried $1.6 billion on a Starbucks card. If Starbucks were a bank, they'd be one of the top 10% banks in assets in the world. In 2018 alone, Starbucks earned $156 million in what is called breakage income. What is breakage income? Well, these are people who loaded up cash, I'm talking real money, onto a Starbucks card, and they never used it. No coffee, no cost of goods, even against that cash. That is what is called free money. 100% drop to the bottom line, averaging over $100 million in free money since 2008. You'll learn how to start, market, and make successful those types of client loyalty and advocacy programs during the Business Masterclass. Okay, here's number 3, and this is a big, big, big one. No Michael Scott jokes, please. Using cash to make cash. There are 6 unique strategies to spend more money to make more money. I'm not talking about buying businesses or buying other people's customer lists, although that would be a 7th and an 8th strategy. I'm talking about knowing how to use the lifetime value of each new client or customer and using cash to generate multiples on your cash, using usually to the tune of every dollar you spend, returning 3 to 10 times. $1 spent, $3 to $10 back. But you have to know your LTV, your time/cash break-even points, and how to bridge finance the gap between those 2 points, and how to execute and market the 6 strategies that I give you. I can help you make it easier than it might seem. Just know this, and this is one of the most important notes for you to take today. Ready? The one who can afford to spend the most to acquire a new customer wins. Even if right now you are a startup, or you are cash poor, or you have thin margins, I can show you how to reposition your marketing, reposition your offer stack and transaction terms, and reposition your financial model so you can be in the position to outspend, thus outgrow your competition. You sit back and just marvel at all these companies that rise out of nowhere to the top, or the companies that just continue to dominate their markets. I'm telling you, a major part of that is that they learn how to leverage cash to acquire clients and capture market share. I can show you how. No matter what industry you are in, no matter where you are starting now, if you're interested. That last part is up to you. If you don't have a business or are not responsible for generating revenue for one, these 3 points that I talked to you here this morning apply to you as well. One, it will take you longer and it will take you more money to be saved and invested than you think to achieve the lifestyle that you desire. The goalpost will always be moving out. So you want to get a grip on that financial reality right now. Number 2, you want to construct your life model that fuels your lifestyle within your means without requiring outside capital of credit cards, loans, and other debt. If only people heeded that advice, for crying out loud. Number 3, yes, money makes money if you use it right. How can you get a 3 to 10 times return on your money? Well, as Warren Buffett advised, the best investment you can make is in the growth and development of your skills. Nothing will pay dividends for a lifetime greater than that, he said. So invest in your growth, because we know when you grow, everything in your life grows with you by multiplication. So jot down in your Darren Daily Journal and tell us in the comments below, how are you using cash to generate more cash to gain an edge in your business and or in your personal life? Share that with us in the comments below.